Hey everyone, Vithika Shamu the Whale here, coming at you with my guide to tea. No, in fact, this is my guide to the Korean simulation of tea. Very extremely great tool for helping statics everywhere. The sooner you get this down, the sooner you can stop griefing your group. So please, navigate to the file in which I have posted here. You're going to download it. It's going to be nice and snug to wherever your default folder is. And after that, I need you to pull out the folder in which you saved it in. For me, I saved it in the folder. Right click, depending on what you have. If you have 7-zip, if you're using the Windows unzip shit, or WinRAR, that's what I use. Whatever your favorite program is, just go ahead. If it's not working for some reason, maybe try another unzip, try 7-zip, try WinRAR, try your Windows. But anyway, you should get all of these files here, wherever you extract it. So all you gotta do is double click the Epic of Alexander Simulator. Alright, so let's get to it. So as I mentioned, this is a Korean tool, okay? So there's going to be some Korean. It might be scary if you don't know Korean, but I got you. Don't even worry about it. Check it out. Bam! I have translated to the best of my ability all the menus. So this first menu here is going to be the menu that you see when you boot it up. The very top one is start. The second one is change hotkey. And then finally quit. On the bottom left, they're like shout outs, they're special thanks, and then they're the person that developed the tool. So if you love it enough, be sure, give retweets, whatever, support and stuff. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit up config, the change hotkey, which is that second option. So in the hotkey section, you're going to, you want to use sprint, you want to use arms length share cast for the simulator, right? And these are the buttons that let you do it. You can map them to whatever you want. If your preference is to use like the same keys that are on your keyboard, that's perfectly fine. Do whatever you got to do. Change your hotkeys, okay? So you know what the buttons are. And so when you're at the main menu, when you hit start, you're going to be greeted with this screen, which is the options, right? So this simulator has the limit cut and it has wormhole using their strats. I'm not sure what the 1211 is. I'm not sure what the 09 stop means, but I do know that the words before that are what I put here translated. So, all right, cool. So for the first part, I'm going to go over the limit cut HUD. The limit cut HUD, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Limit cut HUD looks like this. Okay, it's a lot of scary shit, but it's okay. Don't even worry about it. Let's go to the menu. Okay, so on the left side, it's dice 1 through 8. So the purple means that it's toggled to that setting, right? The default is random dice. So if you leave this tool as is and you just immediately hop in, it's going to give you a random dice and it's going to show every player. There's also waymarks too. You can't change those. But anyway, it's limit cut simulator, right? The under the dice, it has an option to toggle the players or hide the players. It won't hide you. It's just like, I don't know, in case it's distracting. I like to leave it on so that you can learn, if you don't know what to do when you're a certain number, you can have the players on and then switch yourself to like dice 8, like the last dice or something, so you can see what people are doing, the simulation. At the very top, you press the Y button on your keyboard to reset, press escape to leave. I mistyped the space bar. It's supposed to be hold space bar to toggle the mouse cursor, because it's going to, the mouse is going to control your camera. If you hold space, you'll be able to click on the options and stuff. So that is the wormhole HUD. If I'm going too fast, go ahead and pause. Have a side-by-side, screen cap, whatever you got to do. You can ask me too for the images bigger so that Mr. Good old Yoshi P here isn't blocking your steez, okay? Alright, so for wormhole, it's a lot more shit going on in wormhole because wormhole is such a complex mechanic, but the menus are mostly the same, so I can't use my mouse cursor, so I'm going to go over the options. On the top, it's the same thing. Y to restart, escape to leave, press and hold spacebar to see the mouse cursor. Those top blocks on the top left, so during this mechanic, you want to always orient yourself with Alex being north, and then these options show like Cruz is to the left, Brute Justice to the right, and the only difference that really makes is there's a bait you gotta do from Brute Justice. So if you wanted to practice the bait and kind of see what it's like, that's one reason you want to toggle these settings. I like to leave it random. I feel like you learn best when it's random. That's the default, by the way. So if you leave it unchanged, it'll be random. And then so we already know the dice, just like with limit cut. It's just 1 through 8 with the final option being a random dice, which is the default. And so this took a super long time to figure out, but I believe the bottom left blocks there, I think these are the puddles orientation. I think they're called pennants or something. They're soak puddles. You have to soak one at a time. 2 people can't soak them. You can only soak once. And so there's a very specific way of doing that. Again, this isn't a video on how to do the mechanic, it's just how to use the tool. So if you want to toggle, that first one is puddles at 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock. The second option is puddles at 4 o'clock and 10 o'clock. And then finally, it's random puddles. Obviously, I strongly suggest doing random. I feel like you learn better when you're forced to think on your feet. So, and then again, we have the show players, hide players, in case that's a distraction. On the very far right, we have the mob names in order: Alexander, Cruz Chaser, Brute Justice, and Chakrams. On the right, there's going to be cast bars for various moves. Like you can, I don't want to go through translating all of them, but like it's just a cast bar, you know, to see when Alex is casting the thing, see when the Chakrams are casting, see when all sorts of stuff are casting. So yeah, let's get into it. So, here, just so you can kind of get a little bit of a hands-on, gonna hit start. We're gonna do, oh wait, actually, let's config, right? For me, I play on controller, so I'm just gonna do, actually I'll do sprint on mouse 1, and I'll do right click for arm's length, okay? So that's set up, hit the start, limit cut, boom, you're in the simulation. You can move around, feel free to fuck around. This is an amazing tool. I absolutely love it. And so let's just get some practice down. Again, I'm not going to really go over the mechanics. This is just how to use the simulator. If you don't know where to go, just follow. I recommend just following these guys until you figure out how the mechanic works. And yeah, so it's super cool. The only thing that I've noticed that doesn't really work is it doesn't count you in these. It won't tell you fucked up if you're in the Shiva circles, if you're in the circles that are going around the arena. Watch. Let me give an example. So definitely pay attention to that. You're going to have to be aware yourself that you are in the AoE. What is responsive, though, is if you're in Cruz Chaser's way, you will know that you fucked up very easily. And I believe if you run to the wall, yeah, that's bad. Okay? So that's it for that one. Let's go ahead and hit escape, and we're going to do wormhole now, so you can kind of get a feel of how it looks like in action. You see there's the cast bars on the bottom right, like I was discussing. I have to learn this strat myself, so I'm going to be doing it wrong. But you know, this is way far if you're just starting in the prog party. I'm going to die right now. That's fine. But yeah, that is pretty much it. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. And yeah, get some learning down. This is. Oh yes, I forgot. The symbols on top of these people, if they have that white text, it means they're dead. They died. So if you don't do your job right, especially with wormhole, it will kill people and they will die. Dying is bad. I'm not sure what the orange text translates to, but I'm pretty sure it's you fucked up, you know, something like that. Anyway, again, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for checking out this TED Talk. Happy prog. Good luck. And stop griefing your groups. Bye.